you so much for being here. I just want to take a brief moment to kind of catch you up on what Marmalade is and what it's becoming. You're at one of 76 different sessions that are happening in just 4 days across 16 venues across the city as part of Marmalade Festival in partnership with School Forum. And that's bringing a huge number of people together to talk about social justice and big change in small groups to make Oxford a better place and indeed make the world a better place. And it's an amazing moment. But Marmalade isn't just a festival. It actually carries on all the year round. And it's a kind of, it's a collaboration. It's not an organisation. Marmalade doesn't have a bank account. It's a group of people and organisations coordinated by our friends at Oxford Hub and ourselves here at the Old Fire Station, but with lots of partners and with a lot of support from Lankelly Chase Foundation and others. And what we do over the year is through these inquiries, one being meaningful measurement, which we're going to talk more about today, obviously, but also around the idea of sharing power and about human-friendly services. What we do is try and find ways of developing work that can experiment with changing the way we think about how we do the work. And we're increasingly trying to put more structure around this. And the structure we're putting around it is centered around these 3 words. So the doing is the practice, the practical experimentation on the ground, trying things out, whether it be participative grant making or whether it be bringing different voices into the room to help make decisions, or whether it be about measuring more meaningfully. And we're going to hear about some of that doing later today, but also if you haven't already booked on to the session in Blackbird Leys tomorrow morning, our friends at Oxford Hub will be leading a session there around some of the doing in relation to some of the other inquiries. What we also want to do, though, is to make sure we learn from that. So bringing people together, this is one moment, but at other moments in the year, bringing people together to think about that experimentation and that risk-taking, and what can we learn from it, what didn't go well, what would we do differently, what might we try next. That, again, tries to shift our thinking. And then, crucially, the planning. And that is a new thing that we're bringing in, whereby we want to create a group which will consist of some local residents who've been involved in some of this work, workers involved in it, senior managers from strategic organisations, people from outside the city and around the country who bring insight from elsewhere, to help think through, okay, in the light of the learning about the doing, what might we do next and how might we resource that? And that structure will hopefully make Marmalade a bit easier to understand and more transparent and easier for people to access. It's a very organic process, and we're always interested in people joining in that process in the way that works for them, either joining in the doing or coming and joining in the learning. So we're very easy to find, and if it's something you want to learn more about or become more involved in, then you'll be extremely welcome.